Welcome to the path of long-term success. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets to turning your dreams into reality. From setting the right goals to overcoming obstacles and embracing imperfection, you'll discover the keys to staying motivated and achieving your long-term aspirations. Let's embark on this inspiring journey together. Goals are how we paint the picture of a future we're motivated to work towards. Long-term goals are easy to dream about, but turning those dreams into a reality takes a clear, actionable plan. Here are 7 best practices taken from the world's best coaches, psychologists, and entrepreneurs. Connect your long-term goals to your core values. Setting and achieving long-term goals require a clear, actionable plan. To increase your chances of success, connect your long-term goals to your core values, ensuring they align with your intrinsic motivations. People often lose motivation when pursuing goals that don't resonate with their values. Identify your core values, such as achievement, leadership, or creativity, and use them to define meaningful and realistic long-term goals. Research shows that connecting your goals to your core values helps sustain motivation over the extended periods required for achieving long-term objectives, as it allows you to envision the future that results from your efforts. By aligning your goals with your core values, you'll be more likely to stay motivated and committed to their attainment. Use the WOOP strategy to turn dreams into concrete steps. While aligning your long-term goals with your core values is essential, simply visualizing success can be counterproductive. Psychologist Gabrielle Oettingen introduces the fantasy realization theory, highlighting that fantasizing about your goals can give you a false sense of achievement. Instead, she advocates for mental contrasting, which involves considering both the positives and potential obstacles. Oettingen's strategy, WOOP, wish, outcome, obstacles, plan, prompts you to clarify your wishes, envision outcomes, identify obstacles, and create plans to overcome them. This approach increases your chances of staying committed to your long-term goals by addressing potential roadblocks and fostering a more realistic path to success. Break your long-term goals down into short-term tasks. Breaking down your long-term goals into short-term tasks is crucial for achieving them. Setting overly ambitious goals can be counterproductive, leading to feelings of overwhelm. To make your goals more manageable and attainable, create specific milestones and tasks. For instance, if your goal is to write a novel, outline actionable next steps, such as spending 30 minutes outlining the first chapter, committing to writing 200 words daily, and weekly editing and planning sessions. This approach not only provides a clear action plan but also offers opportunities for ongoing feedback and progress measurement. Breaking long-term goals into smaller pieces helps you stay focused on the immediate steps, making it easier to stay motivated and avoid feeling exhausted or demotivated. Schedule your goals to remove the decision to work towards them every day. To increase your likelihood of achieving long-term goals, it's beneficial to incorporate scheduling and time elements into your action steps, following the SMART goal framework. Setting clear timelines helps combat decision fatigue, where you become overwhelmed by daily choices and opt for what's easy. Morning routines are ideal for pursuing long-term goals, as research suggests that people are most productive and energetic during the early hours. Simplify decision-making by dedicating the first part of your day to meaningful work, as demonstrated by designer and super-booked CEO Dan Mall. Eliminating unnecessary choices, such as preparing running clothes in advance or keeping a book and notepad handy for reading, reduces friction and facilitates progress toward your long-term objectives. Create if-then statements to avoid the distraction of urgent tasks. To counter the distraction of seemingly urgent tasks and overcome the urgency bias, you can use if-then statements. These statements help protect your focus on long-term goals. For example, if you're committed to working on your novel from 5:30 to 7 every evening but your work email becomes overwhelming at 5 p.m., you can use an if-then statement like, if I get work emails after 5 p.m., then I'll leave them for tomorrow morning. You can apply if-then statements to various scenarios where distractions threaten your long-term goals. These statements create a connection between a cue, the if, and your planned response, the then, making it more likely for you to stay on track and prioritize your objectives. Skip the messy middle by starting at the finish line. New research suggests that instead of starting at the beginning when pursuing long-term goals, it's more effective to begin at the finish line and work backward. Researchers from the Korea University Business School and the University of Iowa have found that this approach increases the likelihood of success, especially for complex goals, and boosts confidence in decision-making. Starting at the end helps individuals avoid getting lost in the uncertain and challenging phases, often referred to as the messy middle. It allows for better organization of possibilities and keeps the focus on the ultimate goal. This reverse engineering method is akin to planning a product launch, where starting with a defined deadline and scope helps create a master to-do list to guide the journey. Avoid perfectionism by getting comfortable with uncertainty. Perfectionism can hinder progress toward long-term goals by causing self-doubt and excessive self-criticism. To stay on track, it's crucial to accept that you won't have all the answers from the start, and your initial efforts may not be perfect. Embracing discomfort and uncertainty is key to achieving long-term goals. Methods to overcome perfectionism include: consider the worst-case scenario. When fear of vulnerability arises, play out the potential consequences to realize they are often less severe than imagined. Reframe uncertainty as excitement. Embrace the idea that not knowing the outcome means you are not tied to a specific result. Think of yourself as an explorer rather than a guide. Adopt the beginner's mind. Approach projects with the enthusiasm and openness of a beginner, setting aside preconceived notions and expectations. This mindset encourages experimentation and growth. In conclusion, achieving long-term goals is a journey that requires a strategic approach and a mindset that embraces both uncertainty and the messy middle. By aligning your goals with your core values, breaking them down into manageable tasks, using if-then statements to tackle distractions, starting at the finish line, and letting go of perfectionism, you can increase your chances of not only reaching your long-term objectives but also maintaining the motivation and confidence needed throughout the process. Remember, it's not about striving for perfection, it's about progress and perseverance. So, go ahead and take that first step toward realizing your long-term aspirations and create a path that leads to the future you envision.